So LinkedIn, you are highly interactive on that platform, and from what I can deduce, like incredibly successful at it. How do you navigate that platform to leverage the most value possible out of it for yourself? I think a lot of
Yeah,
people don't use LinkedIn either how they should or enough at all.
my biggest thing is trying to get to know interesting people. And if you come from that perspective, it gets a lot easier to go from there. I will probably do some form of mentorship with somebody new once to twice a week, where somebody who's younger, just starting out in their career, mostly in the entrepreneurial space, because that's where my experience is. But I'll do like mentorship with people and like give them guidance and like try to do that with like one or two people a week. And then I'll connect with other people, whether it's like a Harvard professor or a fellow CEO, and just try to be very genuine and try to find value. And I think that if you're genuine, bring value, and come from a positive place, you'll probably have a pretty good impact with the people that you interact with. And that's kind of my sentiment. I just started using a platform maybe about 4 months ago. And before that, I was always kind of like nervous to use it, but just started getting into it. And the more I worked with it, the better it got. And, I've been on different podcasts from it. I've been on vlogcasts. I feel like it's a lot of fun. I mean, I just think it's a good place to interact. But I would say never add somebody as a friend on LinkedIn and then like pitch them immediately your sales pitch of your company. If you do that, you instantly turn the dynamic from a human relationship to a consumer and a salesperson, and that just kind of sours people right out of the gates.
Right. And that happens. I mean, I'm pretty passive on it, and definitely trying to change that, because for years I've been saying I see value in that platform. And of course it's so hypocritical of me to then never act on it. But the things that end up in my inbox from LinkedIn are kind of absurd. Like they don't even know they didn't even like get to say hello and have an interaction with me before, like they're really laying on whatever they're trying to like sell me on, whatever, like master class or like some sort of enrollment thing, or if they want me to check out some sort of a presentation or whatever, they just go right in for the kill. And it's like wine and dine me just like a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's probably the biggest wrong that people do on LinkedIn is they don't do any research. So like I give you a lot of credit where you went out and did research and you've got an idea on my background. And I'm not saying that you took or that someone would have to take 5 hours to do research, but you could go on LinkedIn and Google and spend 20 minutes and get a decent idea as to what I'm involved in at the moment. And I'll get people emailing me on LinkedIn saying you own a landscaping company, which I used to own a landscaping company when I was 17, but it's pretty clear I don't do that now. I'll get people, just these cold emails that are 400 words and 8 paragraphs of like talking about how good their company is at social media and how, they should represent it. That stuff's not good. Just being yourself, being genuine, connecting with other individuals and figure out. I also think it's helpful if you kind of stick with like maybe 3 categories that you're really strong and knowledgeable and can be helpful in. So if you're doing like, if you're talking to people about podcasts and you're talking about business and then you're talking about graphic design, right? That's going to resonate. And if you're talking about graphic design and I see that, I'm going to be very interested to respond to you on that. And I just think staying away from things that get people very emotional is also a good idea. But personally, I'm not a hugely emotional guy, but it's a very tense time. And a lot of people are on LinkedIn as a social media platform just for professional reasons. I think just kind of keeping very neutral is important as well.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny that you bring that up, because it's a stark difference from like say Twitter and Facebook, just the different type of content that's on there, but the ability that LinkedIn, which I believe is owned by Microsoft, that they've been able to really keep it in that lane and
Yeah.
not let it get so infiltrated by like whatever the politics are of the moment, and like, you know, just whatever triggering thing will set somebody off. It has really kept that that business aspect to it, that professional aspect to it, which I appreciate. I mean, I get a lot of business information from there, which is easy to do because it's not cluttered up with all that other nonsense.